on the bike, just how, like, her body language, it's so steady, as I mentioned before, but the way she just injects the pace, and you can see the riders having to just try and get back on top of that increase, and just all over the bikes, but she's just so calm when she makes these, not even a move, she just increases it.
I'll be interested to see what Antonia Niedermeyer now does, because she's got back in there, and historically we know she might try something. Because Antonia doesn't need, we kind of know her in terms of how much recovery that she can sometimes take. And Cecilia Uttrup-Ludwig in the red and blue just in the background trying to get back in here. 2.6 kilometres to go to the top of the climb. As you can see, it's a fairly fast climb today in terms of tempo. Will Cecily now just take this moment just to recover? If she can get to the top of this one with in contention, Lotte Kopecky is going to feel that she could take this one, and it's just gone straight past through. Cecilia Uttrup-Ludwig gets back on.
Yeah,
goes on the attack's best form of defence sometimes.
Yeah, it is, and I was just going to say, you were talking about Lotte Kopecky and her sheer ability and, well, absolutely everything, but on the velodrome, on the track, it's all about injecting pace, recover, inject the pace, recover, make a move, go again. And actually, like you said, if you've got the ability, like Cecily, just to ride yourself on when there's a slight lull, and you're a rider that can make that recovery and go again, you know, versus someone that is more metronomic and just has to sort of sit at one pace, actually, it's not game over.
Mavi Garcia attacks,
wow.
And look at the acceleration of Mavi Garcia. It levels off here to about 1.5%, 4% it flattens out, and it's Niamh Fisher-Black that goes off in chase now of Mavi Garcia, because this is a good point to go. Paulina Royackers on the front, and Mavi Garcia starting the day 32nd at 1:20 to Elisa Longo Borghini, so some time to make up. Niamh Fisher-Black starting the day 28th at 1:16, but Mavi has been the rider that has been responsible for just decimating this peloton on the climb here on stage 3 of the Giro D'Italia. And Niamh Fisher-Black, the New Zealander from Team SD Works, and now gets up on to the wheel of Mavi Garcia. Fisher-Black was the rider that did the damage on the Cat 4 climb yesterday to bring things back together. Your group here, Realini, Kopecky, Labous, Uttrup-Ludwig, Royackers, De Schepper, Bradbury, Niedermeyer and Longo Borghini is your chase group at 13 seconds already, the gap from Fisher-Black and Garcia.
To do what Mavi Garcia was already doing, to put that amount of hurt into everybody, but then to just pounce off the front like that and so quickly get that gap is quite staggering. But Niamh Fisher-Black of SD Works, we saw her take that time gap tumbling from about 2.5 minutes within 10k, and she did a huge amount of that work pivotally on that final climb yesterday, the second of that circuit, but you could just see she jumped straight on that. That was no small feat to get across to Garcia there, but she did it, and she's just incredible. But you can see Gaia Realini now for Lidl Trek on the front of that group, because of course on the back of that group is our current race leader in pink, Elisa Longo Borghini.
1 kilometre to go. Niamh Fisher-Black here for the team of SD Works. 4 pro wins, 5th and twice 9th overall in the Giro. Mavi Garcia, you would say, one of the most experienced now, 40 years old, 16 victories as a pro in Mavi Garcia, and you can see just how quick this approach is. It does get steeper as we go up towards the summit. Plenty of switchbacks here. And as Niamh Fisher-Black now attacks Mavi Garcia, it looks, is it going to be today a win as we get through these really steep sections of the climb? It kicks up 12.5%, but Niamh Fisher-Black now romping away on this climb. Mavi Garcia, a huge ride by the Spanish rider today to just blow this race to bits. But Niamh Fisher-Black, she missed out on a Giro stage win in 2020 where she was just pipped to the line. It was a sprint between her and Evita Muzic, and Fisher-Black, a rider that we have watched just grow in confidence size and stature on our screens over the last 4 years is now putting in a big ride here to ride towards her first ever Grand Tour stage win. Sprinting now up towards the top. She's also looking to try and take as much time as she can out of the riders behind. It is the Giro D'Italia women, and it is a moment that we have been waiting for. It is now a ride, a mighty performance from the SD Works rider, Niamh Fisher-Black, as she'll now see that finish line just ahead of her. She's pulling back time. There are bonus seconds on the line, 150 meters to go. She's got her teammate Lotte Kopecky behind her. It is the moment. It is time to sit up and take the salute. Niamh Fisher-Black is your stage winner here in the Giro D'Italia women. Fisher-Black takes it for SD Works in New Zealand. It is going to be a 1-2 for SD Works. Kopecky, Labous and Longo Borghini follow her across the line. Mavi Garcia unfortunately getting caught just inside of the line. What a ride.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Niamh Fisher-Black just played that to absolute perfection, but again showing, have to say it, the dominance of SD Works taking a 1-2. Yesterday we saw her do so much work, pivotally on that final climb to set up Kopecky to go for the sprint in the finish, and now she set it up for herself. She saw the danger in that move from Mavi Garcia. She closed down that gap, made it look effortless, but this will be such an emotional win for her. This will mean so much.
23 years old, congratulated by the other Niamh. They're good friends, Niamh Fisher-Black and Niamh Bradbury. But what a day, as we've said. We have watched this young rider come through. It was the 9th stage of the Giro D'Italia in 2020, where she sprinted out. She was in the breakaway with Evita Muzic, and what a ride. Look at this. This is the moment. Mavi Garcia, what a ride she has put in today into the steepest sections of the climb, and the New Zealander goes.
You could just see that little look back, couldn't you? Is this the moment? Is this the moment that I'm going to take the victory? And she committed and she knew. And look at her just all the way to the line to secure that.
And there's her teammate in the background, and Fisher-Black does her GC contention. No harm at all. 10 bonus seconds on the line. And hats off to SD Works Pro Time in recognising the talent of this young rider and just bringing her on and developing her. And what a moment. Massive hug from Lotte Kopecky behind. It is another 1-2 for SD Works Pro Time. Niamh just trying to recover here. And the talent coming out of New Zealand as well. It's Kiwis all the way today. And there's your top 10. Niamh Fisher-Black takes it ahead of Lotte Kopecky, Juliette Labous, Elisa Longo Borghini, Roy Ackers, Garcia losing 12 seconds in that run to the line, Bradbury, Uttrup Ludwig, Niedermeyer and Kim LaCour. What a climb as well. Recovery there from Kim LaCour.